What up, guys? Hey, so this is a live show, but this is also a show that I think a lot of new people are going to watch if they don't know who I am, type of thing. It's kind of an explanation about that and um, what I do, and basically my mission statement in regard to comic book speculation, because I think a lot of people don't understand what that means. And I'm going to correct you right now. Though this could be considered a rant video, but I'm going to try to be patient about it. I see everyone in the chat, and I'll get to some questions in a minute. But I wanted to kind of tell you about myself and the channel real quick, and then we'll hit comic speculation immediately, okay? So I've been doing this for a little over 2 years. I just passed my 2-year mark recently. I started the channel as a way to share my collection and hobby with other people, and also to save people money, because I was getting killed. In the old days, you could buy a comic based on the preview or something you like. There's a lot of readers, and I'm a reader. I want to separate myself first and make everyone understand who I am. Okay. Number one, I'm a comic book collector. I'm a comic book reader. I'm an art collector. I love artists. I love talking to people. I love sharing my stuff with everyone. I love buying comics. I love selling comics. I am not one thing. I'm being lumped into the speculator zone. Okay. For those who watch my channel and have been watching for a long time, they know who I am. I'm sharing my life with you, and I'm giving everything I can to this channel. This is what I do now. I'm a realtor. I still have my real estate license. I'm not selling houses. I am doing comics 80 hours a week at least. I'm putting everything in. I'm connecting with the right people, BCW, Gemini, Comics Elite, Exchange, tons of different people, different publishers. My goal is to help you guys save money. Okay? Now, whether I'll do an unboxing video, or I'll show you my comic haul from Wednesday, or whatever, there are three main things that my channel is made for you guys. One is to share my life with you, to be completely open with everything going on in my life, answer questions, have fun, be crazy, do rants, maybe be depressed if I ever am, whatever. I want to share my life with you. I want to connect with you. Number two is to bring you as much information and as much connection to artists and writers that I can. I absolutely love interviewing artists and writers and sharing that with you, because it's a Comic-Con online. That's how I look at it. I'm bringing you closer and letting you have opportunities to talk to these people that you love. Okay. And I absolutely love that. I guess, honestly, it's kind of funny. Like, I think about it. I would love to be like the Howard Stern type of guy for YouTube. Like the guy that just tells you how it is. He doesn't care what you think, even though I do care because I'm stupid, and bring you talent. That's what I love. And I love talking to them. I love digging into their minds. That's what she said. But the third thing is comic book speculation. Now, I'm going to read to you the definition of what speculation is, and then I'm going to tell you how that comes to me, and where a lot of you are getting confused and don't understand what speculation is. I can't read the chat right now. You guys are making me laugh, okay? And we'll get there. And most people that watch us on the rewind might not be able to see live chat. I don't know why. It looks like they've taken that option away. Speculation, the definition, there's two of them here. The forming of a theory or conjecture without firm evidence. Now, we're going to go back to that in a second. Number two is investment in stocks, property, or other ventures in the hope of gain, but with the risk of loss. Oh, another thing. Thank you, Felix. I'm almost to 8,000 subs. It's been a long ride, and every one of them is earned, and I love the feeling. We're close. I want to get to 10, but I think we're about 15 people away. So if you're new, please sub. I've noticed through my analytics that 50% of the people that watch more than my subscribers, and they're not subscribed. So whether they're using my information for their own benefit and just forgetting to sub or whatever, I want you to know that 50 of you are subs. So if the other 50 subbed, I'd be at like 16,000 subs right now. Regardless, that's all good. Okay. The first statement of speculation is the forming of a theory or conjecture without firm evidence. Now, we're going to get to that. Okay, here we go. I love comic books. I am surrounded by page art. One of them. I'm surrounded by original art, David Mack, Joel Gomez. I'm surrounded by statues, comics. I have a giant comic book collection. I'm a collector, and I love comics, okay? That being said, here we go. Speculation on my end, I think we can call it the Fatal Four, okay? For my channel, this is what I do. I've implemented the FOC video now, which is almost a month away from when the comic book comes out, okay? When I go live, which is every Thursday with my FOC video, I go everyone. I do every publisher, whether you want to know about Ablaze Studios or Xenoscope, doesn't matter to me, you're going to find out. And I will go through it. I'll show you every cover, every publisher, and I will speculate on what might heat up. Okay. The reason that I do that is because you have a chance after that video, 3 to 4 days, to order the comic book at cover price from your comic book store or on eBay or whatever before it heats up. After final order cutoff, that's the day that every comic book store has, the last day to order. Then they start printing the comics. You can't order anymore because they have a printing schedule. Just like books, just like any type of paper printed product, they have a schedule to print all your books. If you miss it, you are not getting those books. You may get a second printing, but comic book stores have almost 2 months of final order cutoff to order those books in advance. So for a comic book store, just out of curiosity, just to say, for a comic book store to say, oh, we couldn't get it is wrong. They had almost 2 months to order that book. They didn't do their homework. My job, my channel, my mission statement, and it's a portion of the channel, speculation, is to inform you from A to Z about everything coming out so you can make an informed decision on what to order. Okay? That's my job. That's part of the Final Four. So final order cutoff is the #1 now most important video I do for someone to save money, which means you can get that book in your box and you'll never miss it at cost. And you won't get robbed when the book flies up and you have to go buy it. That is not speculation. Buying after the fact when it's hot is not speculation. You guys, that's stupidity. So, someone tells you a book is hot and it's heated up, do not go buy it. Okay? Don't. It's stupid. It's a mistake. Okay, let's move on. The #1 is final order cutoff for my channel on Thursday. You don't miss that show. You have a couple days to watch it, okay? You have a couple days to watch it. I have my camera. Then, that's a month in advance, and it gives you a couple days to order the book of cover. I go through and I read this, the forming of a theory or conjecture without firm evidence. There's evidence out there in the previews. I'm finding it for you. I am the Batman, the detective that looks at everything that's written out and tells you this could be hot. You can buy it or you can't. And then, of course, I'll tell you what I'm going to buy. Just that's what I buy. I'm a collector. I buy hot covers. I buy books based on what if I think they're going to be hot or not. And I buy books that are for my pull list that I collect and read. That's me. Okay. That's step one, the most important of the final four, what I'm going to call it, or the fatal four. The next one is my previews video. My previews, let's just say we did final order cutoff 1 month. For that same week, I do a previews video, which is 11 days in advance, not 1 month. So it's kind of a refresher of what I talked about 3 weeks ago. Okay? If anything changed, I update it and we talk about it a little bit. Then that was number 2. Number 3 is the key comics and hot covers issue video, where I take everything from those 2 videos and I condense it down into my favorites. Like, oh, I love that cover. Or, ooh, that book could be hot. Here's why. Here's the preview. Let me tell you why it could be hot. That is speculation. Could be. Okay? And then 2 days before comic book day, I throw it all out of the window and I pick my favorites. Those are the books that I'm going to try to get on New Comic Book Day. Now, I'm going to get them. You know why? Because I ordered all the way back a month ago for my final order video. So those are the 4 videos in regard to my mission statement of comic book speculation. Now, you can use my information for another reason besides saving money. And that's up to you. And I've made a lot of my subscribers a crap load of money. And they have told me my information helps them pay for their comic book addiction or helps them put some money in their pocket, whatever. It's the information that I give that you can turn into money if you decide to do that. But my goal is not that. My goal is to save you money. So you can walk into a comic book store and go, hey, this is an old comic, Cyberfrog, Ethan Van Sciver. We'll hit that later, okay? But you go, hey, is this comic in? Oh, sorry, we're sold out. Oh, well, why is it on your eBay for $20? Oh, no, it's not. Or, hey, is this comic in your store? Sorry, yeah, it is, but it's $20. Dude, it's only $4. No, it's $20 now because it's hot. I am trying to help you avoid that situation because it happened to me. Okay? If you listen to my final order cutoff shows, you will have that comic book in your pull list or ordered and held for you for $3 to $4. That is what this channel is called. It's about economics in comics. Of course, it's turned into me showing you my life and introducing you to artists, and I'm making connections where I can bring you exclusive, fun variant covers that are really dope, but it's for the art lover, or introduce you to artists, or get you coupons, or whatever. You know what I mean? I want to save you money and buy, BCW, Gemini, whoever I can get codes from that you can use to save money. It's about that. But you can use the information just as well to make money. Okay? So that is what I am. Speculation. Now, another reason why I started this channel is because this is kind of difficult, but this is the truth. But right before I started my channel, Key Collector app came out. Okay? That app has changed everything. Whether it's good or bad, it doesn't matter. Okay? But if that goes on the app, prices go up. Comic book stores have the app, they raise prices. Not all comic stores. I'm lucky to have an LCS, Greg's Comics, that will sell at cover because it's not what it's about. But that app has changed the game. It's brought other new people into it, but mostly it tells you what's heating up or what's hot based on news or rumors or whatever. Once it's on the app, it's too damn late, guys. It's too late for you to buy. That's where my channel for some reason is getting lumped in. Hey, Bill is a speculator like all this other shit. It's not. I'm not. I'm the guy telling you before. Okay? I'm the guy telling you before. I'm trying to beat everyone for you guys. Okay? Because before that app came out, I could get a 1 in 25 at my comic store Or I could get any book I wanted in my comic book store. Now, it's a whole nother world. It's people going to multiple comic book stores, standing in lines, comic book stores listing it online instead of selling it to their customers, all that shit. So I went deep, that's what she said, into saving you money for 2 years, giving you information early so you can get it at cost and stop playing the game. Now, you can use that app if you already have those comic books, okay? Oh, that's hot. Let me sell it now. Okay? That's also speculation. Now, another thing I've added to the channel is my top 10 best comics to buy to improve your comic book collection. There's a lot of top 10 lists out there that spec on books that are hot for a week. And some of them don't even make sense. I'm not going to get into that. But we all know why it's happening. I'm trying to introduce you to old books. Books that I picked up in the past. Books that I buy. I'm not showing you an image because I don't have the book. I'm showing you I bought this book, and I think this book long term will be worth a lot of money or will increase in value. And it's part of me sharing my comic book collection and collecting habits and why on old books to bring back the collector, the real collectors, the ones I'm with. I'm part of that, guys. And show you, look, let's have fun again. Let's you don't have to speculate on great books. They're always going to go up. You don't. They're just going to go up. Okay? That's all I have to say. So, I see a lot of comments out there. I see that's what made me do this video, but I wanted to do it to the new watchers as well. Most of you in here are already making money or saving money and love the channel or whatever. But I see a lot of comments where I'm thrown into this speculation game, but people don't understand what speculation means. And to me, it means knowing before it happens. And I will do my damn best to keep doing that for you. If I could tell you anything, it's watch the final order cutoff video on Thursday. If that would be my main advice. There's a lot of people that do those shows. I do it really early, and I do everything. I don't just pick things. I go everything. Oh, that looks like crap, but I'm going to show you what's coming out so you can order it. Some of these publishers that are, people don't talk about them. And I want to show you because some of you like these different publishers, didn't know that book was coming out and want to place that order with your LCS or find it online at a good price. So you're guaranteed to have it. I'm tired of people saying that they're not able to get the book because it's sold out, or my comic book store didn't have it, or it's on eBay, or it's so hot and they pulled it. That is an excuse on multiple levels. If you watch this channel, you have no reason to have excuses anymore. Okay? That's all I'm going to say. You'll see everything, you'll be able to order it, and you won't miss out. And that's it. So I'm probably going to do another video about final order cutoff to explain to you what that means with printing, what that means with publishers, what that means with LCSs, and tell you the truth about the whole thing. So that when you hear one thing, you know what the real truth is. Okay? Okay. So, Victor, you could have got it if you watched my final order cutoff video. Okay, next. I'll go ahead and answer a couple of live questions, but I wanted you guys to understand that I appreciate you. This channel is for you. It's always been for you. I made it for a reason. It's morphed into something else where I can share more experiences and all that. But the Fatal 4, FOC, previews, key comics and hot covers, and then my top picks. Those are the Fatal 4. So that's it. So I do have an announcement. I sent over Clayton Crane's here in town. So I have a box of books getting signed by Clayton Crane tomorrow. So I will have some Clayton Crane stuff for you guys. And of course, me too. But I got to sell some of it so I can pay for my stuff. So, any questions? And I will put your question up on the screen just in case people don't see the live chat. What's up with that poo cover with Tigger as the Joker? So that's a Comics Elite exclusive from Murat Michaels, I believe. And it's just a parody cover. It's for people that like parody covers and stuff like that. Yeah, that's telling the newbies great videos. I'm not trying to yell at newbies or not that, but I'm trying to inform you. There's a lot of groups out there that say things and they're too late. You can't, speculation isn't something that you just found out. It's something, it's imagining, using your brain and doing research. But I want newbies to know that this is a channel they can come to. And whether they've heard negative things about my channel or not, you guys are the proof. Okay, I'm going to tell you straight up. This week, I was on Comics with Bueller's channel. He did a top 10. He does his top 10 comics to buy. Our two shows are different. But he goes over some things, and he added he asked me, do you want to put a spec pick in there? And I said, we'll try it. And so I gave him Spawn 309. I had another one, which was Philadelphia, the Scotty Young variant, which I really liked. But for the first time, I said, let's do a guaranteed one that will go up in value, I'm sure, for the time being. But Bueller has said he wants to do something where he's got Jim Comics and a couple other comics, and they all pick their best spec video. And the winner they enter the Thunderdome, and the winner will be Master Blaster. I'm really thinking about it. I'm not really sure I want to do that. But yeah, it's fun. And I appreciate having a chance to be on there. I had a long conversation with Travis or Bueller a couple days ago, and it was a good one. And I look forward to figuring stuff out. Although we do similar things, our channels are completely different. And I think it offers a lot for any comic book lover. We offer different sides. I mean, a lot of them are the same, but other things. He goes do some things, and I do some things. So combined, I think it's actually a good thing. I'd like to be on his channel again. It's been a year and a half, and that was the Batman last time. The Batman will probably come again. I hooked you. What did I send it to you? I don't remember. I might have sent it to you. Billy, any advice? Where we got here? Billy, any advice for Crane signing books? No, he's a professional. He will sign it in the right place. I'm just doing a drop off though. They have a huge lines and all that. I'm like, no. I paid an extra couple bucks just to have him sign my stuff, and I'll pick it up the next day. Can I get a discount on Clayton Crane's autograph? No, but happy birthday. Any information on the new Thor that comes out next month? No. The preview is pretty basic. You can check out the preview. I have a real big problem with Thor 6 right now. I'm having a real time. This is a rant right now. Here comes a rant. It is not on the Key Collector app as a key, and it's very confusing to me when you have variant covers as being keys and not an actual key book that's so damn gigantic that it could set the world on fire in reality, with the hammer with the Infinity Stones in it and a black glove with some sort of stone in it. That is huge. That is saying, look, people, this is a vision of the future. We're going to have a gigantic event. That is a gigantic key, and they're not talking about it, and I don't know why. And that tells me one thing. You can go to eBay and still get that book for $10. That book should not be $10. It should be more. But that is the power of the Key Collector app. And it's very frustrating to me. And I got to be honest, I don't care what you're going to say and reply to me. Don't call me. Don't bother me anymore. There's something going on and I don't like it. I'm sick of it. There you go. I yelled at RJ in the comments today. I apologize. I didn't. I don't remember. Mike Polo, I was hoping to run into your monster tomorrow. I'm going to hang to watch him sign books. You know, Mike, that would have been great, but no, I already stopped in today. What's very interesting to me is there's a COVID testing site right next to it. I'm like, dude, there's a sign on the door that says, don't go in this door if you're COVID. I'm like, dude, why is that? That's sketchy. So just be careful, Mike. Wear a mask, please. RJ is so funny. He's becoming a very vocal person in the community of here. If you heard negative things about Bill newbies, it's because they are jelly. Bill has dropped 3 exclusive leaks, literal leak pages that drove major spec sales, period. That's why others hate Bill. The reason that I dropped that information is because it's my job, again, to tell you what I know when I know it, so that you can, if you're subscribed to me and your notifications are turned on, right? And it's not on the app and it's not anything else. And I go, hey guys, breaking news. This is in that comic. You can watch, you get notified, you call your store, hey, can you put a couple on my box? Or go on eBay and buy them immediately. You know, because with an hour after that, dude, whether I'm controlling the market or not, which I really doubt, I'm giving you the information first. I'm not going to eBay and raising prices or anything like that. I'm trying to tell you. Hail economics and comics. So Hulk Nuts has been on me for a while. And you know what? I really like Ethan Van Sciver a lot. Some people might not like him. He is one of the leaders of Comicsgate. I'm going to announce my loyalty. There's some things he says that I don't agree with, but the majority of the stuff is very interesting in regarding to keeping your characters, Batman, Superman, Captain America, sacred. And when they come in and start changing it, that's not keeping sacred anymore. But I have, stuff like that. I got something from eBay from him. So I'm going to be doing a video of unboxing. So, and talk about that a little bit because I think it's important. I would love to have him on the channel and really dig in because my views are very similar to his on a lot of things. And I think it's information that you need to know. Next. You go after the cover. Gabrielle, Spawn 309, any cover or just B? Everyone is going crazy over B. Yes, because it's the Todd Mcfarlane cover with the gunslinger on it. That's why. Eccentricity. I think he spent $10 just so that I would say that. Esoteric eccentricity. There. Boom. $10 super chat. Thank you so much. All piece of a puzzle. Bueller's a good guy. Me and Bueller, I've known each other for 2 years. We've had our back and forths, and I'd like to think it's not because of us, because I think we're very similar when we talk to each other on the phone. I think any issues that we've ever had, were small or whatever, was based on other people. Nothing to do with us. So, yeah, he's a good guy. Let's see here. Of course, I have people. David. So, Mother Goose has a slab of Miles Morales. It's low grade. We're gonna crack it and try to repress it. David, Mother Goose, if you're watching, I don't know, man. We might have to do it this weekend or something. Okay, so I'll call you later. Billy from Standable Universe. You guys should check out Standable. I don't usually say that about other channels, but Standable is a collector. Just like me, he started collecting cards, baseball cards, all types of things, moved on to comics. I enjoy watching him because he's real, and there's not a lot of that on YouTube. And that's why I watch Standable. So please check him out. Should I start reading the Thor run by Cates? I think so. I think it's really good. And I think whether you buy it or not, or digitally, or however you get it, I think it's good. They're going somewhere. Would like be advice on how you could pick up back a sheet? I don't understand what that means. Maybe rephrase that, Chris David, and I'll get back to it. The questions are skipping up. I lost the questions. Yeah, I always, most of the time I reply, I do it in caps. A lot of people have a problem with that. So what's the next spec? I don't know. You know, I think that Thor and you just keep, look, you guys, put Venom and Thor on your pull lists so you never miss out. Also, Batman. I don't care what anyone says. I think Robin King's going to be huge, and I think Punchline's going to be huge too. I wonder about Back to the Future comics. I know there are some. Meh. I like your picture. Mother Goose, good night. Hail Wayne Enterprises. Thank you, Hulk Nuts. Look, there's a lot of the cool Batman 3 Joker covers out there. I like the one where he's got his hood because it reminds me of aliens. I think it's really cool looking. But I mean, they're printed like 300,000 of them. It's up to what you like. That book is not going to go up in value. Okay. That book is not going up in value. The print run's huge. But I hope it's good. The interview he did with Gemma was really good. His Batman one is sick. Yeah, I saw that interview. I think that if I got a chance to interview him, it'd be a different interview. And I think very interesting to watch because I'm going to really, really hit the topics that people don't want to talk about because I think it's important. Okay, so I want to address this, Harold Williams. I hear this a lot. It says, read the books for their story, not what you think they'll be worth in the future. I've been reading and collecting comics since the late 90s. The sickness is the truth. I appreciate that. But you do have to understand, okay? We all read comics. We all fell in love with comics by the stories. That's great, or the art. But there becomes a time when people morph into something else, whether they just keep collecting. You're collecting. You're hoarding. That's a collector, okay? You enjoy the stories too. So you have you're part two of the whole circle of goodness. But there is a comic book is a collectible. What makes it a collectible is the fact that there are printings. So lower print, stuff like that, key appearances, stuff like that. They disappear over time. They're a book, they're a story, they're art. So they're going to be traded as well as a collectible. So you can't push away. I'm not saying you're doing that, Harold. You can't push away that part of the market because it's gigantic in the comic book industry. And now, of course, they're moving digital, and DC's making this whole other push. They made it very clear in their DC fandom that they don't give a shit about comic books. And I'm going to say that right now because Jim Lee didn't even say comic books. He didn't even say comic books. They're going after the younger and different markets. And just know that that's happening. They'll still publish comic books, but they're going a different way. They're trying to get into a different crowd. The truth is, comics have been loved for 80 years now, and people find them, they're going to love them. Okay. But don't change everything. I understand how the world works and all that in regard to the comic book industry, but I'm just saying there's multiple forms of collectors. Collect how you want to collect is what I want to say. Read the books for their story. Buy the book for the cover because you love the art. Buy the book to buy and sell. Buy the book to collect, whatever. But there's multiple reasons on how to collect. And I think all those reasons combined keep this hobby alive. I don't have the Back to the Future comic book series. You're right. The cover B, I don't believe this cover. I have to look back at my FOC video if the cover was there. But my statement to that is if you're on Spawn, I have Spawn. He's on my pull list. So I get like a cover in A and a cover B. Always tell him you want that McFarlane cover. That always helps. Marvel sent him every book last week on Monday, except for the Thor book. They held it off for Wednesday to release it. That should tell you something. It sure does. But the interior tells me more. That is a huge book, and no one's talking about it except me. Like, really feeling it. Of 157. What is going on? Okay, I have to stop. Is the Harley 75 Robbie photo worth the purchase? I don't know. Chris, I have no idea. A Robbie photo. Oh, is she on it? Oh, that would be cool for a collectible reason, but although I do deal in exclusives a lot with different companies, my main focus is what you can get in your comic book store. So, although I know about the exclusives, I won't be talking about them too much. Tony Trombetta. Dude, what? This is just shameless, Tony. So, Tony works for EGS Comic Rating. He's the owner. He wants to know, he wants to get a comic book rated. What company do you recommend I use? Okay, I'm going to be straight with Tony and his shameless plug here. So there's well, in my mind, okay, there's 4 companies. EGS, CGC, CBCS, and PGX. I do not use PGX. There's too much drama there. Some of you do. That's fine. I don't use them for my own personal reasons. There you go. Now, EGS, you can try them. They're newer. They do color custom labels. They have a code with me. They're trying to make enough money that they can produce their own mold for a new case. So if you want to help them out, they're a new company. Try them out. I have a code with them in the description. But they do color labels. You can choose what color label you want, and you can make it look really cool. You can show off your slab. If you're not all at the moment, they're not to the point where they're competing on resale market. There are some, but if you're not about reselling and flipping and all that, and you really want something to look really good, EGS. Now I use both CGC, EGS, and CBCS. Right now I have books everywhere. Do you think that Venom 28 wrestling cover, can you get that signed, would be interest? I do get behind some hype. I wasn't interested into the wrestling cover, and I'm not trying to fight you guys. I know for some reason there's a lot of wrestling fans in the comic book world, and I'm not trying to make you unsub or not sub, but dude, I watched wrestling, yes, when I was a kid. And that's not to say much that I'm collecting comic books at 45 years old. It's the same argument. Did you collect comic books? But I don't get it. I didn't get it. It was clean. I'm sure. Look, I don't know what they're going for now. Okay. But I'm sure they're valuable. If you get it signed, make sure you get it graded. At least. Harold says, true, agrees with my last statement. Let me see here. There's so many questions, and I want to ask you guys questions, answer all of them. But every time I click down, it goes all the way up. Do you have a theory of the Back to the Future comics versus the movie? No, I don't. I don't know. But I think you really like Back to the Future. The Batman's chilling right now. He'll be back. But I know one thing about the Batman for sure. Whenever you talk about him, he gets excited.
I'm the Batman, and I approve this message.
Okay. Okay. What do you think about Star Wars keys? Look, I got to be honest. I don't know what the hell's going on. I'm trying not to pay too much attention to it. I think Boba Fett's cool. I think old Star Wars books are cool. But the hype on the new stuff, I just don't know. And I would not suggest buying right now while they're so hyped up. They'll come back down. But old stuff, I think, dig into. Old Star Wars books, love them. Do you have an opio? No, not anymore. Maybe when I was younger. Do I have an opinion on who Virus is? It's my own thought. I think Virus is Dylan. No. Oh, no. Okay, so something. Virus is different. Okay, so there's Virus and Codex. Someone made a good point. They thought it's Rex Strickland from the Sleeper Run. And I think that's very possible. Or is it not Rex? It was the Clintar guy. Whatever his name was. The guy that was originally in the symbiote. That's very possible. Not Rex Strickland. For Virus, I think that's a viable option there. In regard to Codex, something so stupid, but I think it's Dylan from an alternate universe. I don't know. Can you give us advice on how to get back issues like I find? So just find a good comic store that has Silver and Bronze Age and buy them. I mean, you're going to pay the price, but, make sure I always check mine, make sure the staples are attached most of the time, make sure they're in good condition. See if you can't get a bundle deal. That's my advice. Try to find a good shop that has some good silver and gold and bronze, and I'm lucky to have one. Harold wants me to talk about the death of Superman. There's no reason to. I think it's funny that you say that, but everyone talks about how the death of Superman and the comic book crash and all this shit. I don't think anyone knows what they're talking about. Yeah, Death of Superman was overprinted. Yeah, Spawn 1's overprinted. Yeah, X-Men #1, the second series is overprinted. Yeah, that shit happens. Comic book market died because no one gave a shit back then. People give a shit now. For the last 10 years, it is movies industry has brought back the world to the comic book industry and trading and collecting again. That saved us. And you know what? It's not going anywhere. They've made it very clear to me that they're going to be making movies, comic book movies, for the rest of our lives. So we're good to go, I think. Now, whether DC messes the printing portion of it up or however, I think our comic books will still be worth money in the future, our old books. What are my thoughts on Walmart exclusive variant covers, assuming they're all in good shape? Thor 1, for example. Well, I'm guilty of buying them, but I think it's the dumbest damn thing I've ever heard in my life. I think it's stupid, but I still buy them, depending. Like, for instance, Hell Arisen #3, first punchline. I went and I found the specific ones that had the Wonder Woman cover on it that had the third printing in there. I think that's important. Thor 1, I don't know. I stoned because he worked a 10-hour, and I love you all. Yes, YouTube. Well, I'm happy, very happy for you. I don't know if you're talking to me, but my day was okay. I slept till 5 p.m. I don't know what happened. 100% Lee should stick to drawing. He's referring to Jim Lee. We all love Jim Lee, but it's clear to me after the DC Fandom event, he is a corporate puppet now, and it's very frustrating. Hi, sweetie. I'm live right now. I guess the show wasn't an hour. I can call you back in a little bit, or are you going to bed?
Oh, sweetie, I'm going to bed.
Okay, love you.
Love you too.
All right, bye. My wife's having us spend the night at her boyfriend's house, so that's cool. That's a joke. I agree with Dark Helmet. Don't waste money on Walmart variants unless it's a key, in my opinion. Okay, so this is an interesting proposition. Buy 3. 1 to read, 1 to put away, and 1 to flip. Well, you can make that 2. You can flip the one you read. You could put near mint. A near mint is 9.4. Okay. People for some reason think near mint is a 9.8. It's not. So near mint is a 9.4. That gives you a little leeway there to read. So you're down to 2. I just saved you some money. For me, I buy, like I said, I buy based on cover. For myself, I like to get stuff signed. I buy based on my pull list for my own personal collection, and I buy for long-term. I'm pretty bad at flipping books. I could be the best at it, but I'm a hoarder. So, but if it was for to collect, I would buy a lot. But I'm pretty good at predicting this stuff. Exactly. Re-enjoy the comic books just for the story is what I mostly do, but it's nice to be able to make a little bit to help fund the edition. Exactly. You can use it to however you want. My main goal, guys, again, is to help you get it at cost. Which current runs do you feel eventually rise in value based on primarily on reader buzz? Well, I mean, if you're not enjoying, I mean, what's funny is a lot of the buzz and the heat are the hot books right now too, based on the stories too. Venom's good. Batman, I'm enjoying Batman, not so much detective. Thor's really good. Those are the ones I'm enjoying. I enjoy reading AWA books, but they're not going to rise in value unless they get picked up for a TV show or whatever. But the fact is, like, all that spec's going to drop too. I got to be honest. I'm a little frustrated with how things are working where, oh, there's news, there's going to be a new show, and that's like the biggest spec book. That's going to die. All that spec, okay, is spec that you need to get it and flip it immediately. It's not long term. I don't want to go off on that. What about Kanto 2 series? Look, honestly, I think it's, if you like the story, read it. I told you which cover I thought would be hot, but I'm not reading anymore. I mean, if it got picked up for an animated movie, maybe there's some legs there, but I don't see like a long term, like it's some huge book. Why is the layout of Ultimate Fallout 4 different than the free comic book day Spider-Man Miles Morales? I don't know. That's a good question. But they are 2 different books, right? So they would look different. Maybe they added some new art or something. Maybe that's what's happening. Did you hear about how many copies of each Punchline 1 variant they're going to print? Tons of them. So what I heard was that there's this like raffle type of thing. Like they're going to be 3 different separate cover arts from 3 different artists, and certain LCSs will be able to carry them in their stores, but they're limited to 10,000 each. That's what I've heard. I'm not sure if that's 100%, but they're all beautiful, and I would love all of them. I hope that you got, Punchline 1 is a one-shot. Okay, so if she has a new series, we'll hear about that later, but definitely Hell Risen 3 has. You can't not get that book. It might be too late right now. Wait a little bit till after the Punchline stuff dies down just a little bit and then get it, because she's long term, man. Plus, when we hear about the rest of her origin in that book, that might be something people are really going to love. Do I know who owns Key Collector App? Yes, I do. Bill, are they talking about Thor 6 second print more than Thor 6 first print? I don't know who's talking anything. This is the way I look at it, is Thor first print's the book you want. Thor second print with the reveal of Thanos and his glove and his new hammer with the stones. I think that's huge. But, that's going to be a very heavily ordered book. I admit I'm part of that problem in regard to ordering that book. I ordered 25 copies through my LCS, and someone offered me a break on more, so I ordered 50. So I have 75 of those coming. That is a long-term spec, guys. It's a lot. There's going to be a lot printed. I just love the cover. I think eventually when Thanos and that event happens, whenever it's going to be, I think that's endgame for Donny Cates, tying everything in. I think that book will heat up, first and second printing. But I always will go to the first. My guess is the second printing will be printed more. So Fortnite making comics soon, I'm hearing, with all the characters they have, thinking there'll be some sick covers. I'm sure there will be some great covers, and that might bring in the younger generation of gamers. But I have a hard time believing that. The last part is nothing. I'm not sure what that means. There is a lot of commentary. I'm trying to catch up. Dude, if I shave, you'll swear less. See, full. Another thing I want to say is I talk about my personal life a lot, you guys. And sometimes people comment about it, and it's frustrating in a negative way. So screw you. Not you. Not you, Saint Gilla. I answered the second print question. If you have kids, they collect comics too. I've tried to get my stepsons into it. They're 19 or 20 and 17. They like some of it, but no, they're not into it. They're into gaming and their phones. Yeah, I think it'd be a good book to pick up. I do. I mean, it's a key. Hopefully you can get it at cover. You know what? I got a spoiler to tell you, you guys. Okay, this is amazing. Are you ready for this? This is pretty amazing. I get to see things, okay? Today I saw Death Metal 4. This is the same thing I said about Thor 6 and Comics Elite. I said, I saw Comics Elite's Thor cover, the Hots one. You guys, it's going to be the hottest cover. I promise you. I said that before FOC, after, and that book is on fire. Okay. Now I'm saying it again. I saw Death Metal number 4, Ryan Brown cover. It is absolute fire. It is the best Darkest Night Batman Who Left I've ever seen. It will be on fire. That's all I have to say. So keep your eyes out for that. And I heard that he's doing number 5, Robin King. Total spoiler. I probably should have said any of that. Speaking of CGC and with the news today about Geoff Johns and Jason Fabok, how many books are you sending in? Sometimes like the first appearance of Stargirl. Hee. You know what? I don't like to do those events. I don't like, that's the new thing. Everyone's doing signings with certain people, send your books in. That's cool. You guys go ahead, do that. I think that I feel like it's overcharged. I'm not sure. I haven't read that information, but I don't do that stuff. But you guys go ahead. Usually when I do something like that, I'm getting it in person and I'll have a rep with me, like at a table at Comic-Con or something like that. And I'll take care of that there. But it's not a bad idea for you guys. I just don't know how much they're charging. So that's another thing. I can't give you a full-on answer. What drama do I infer at PGX? Well, the fact that there's a lot of rumors and a lot of I don't really want to get into it, but people that have worked for that company have said stuff publicly, and it's not good. And we'll leave it at that. Thanks. I've been really lazy since my old lady left. She's been gone for a week, and I just haven't done anything. Thank you so much.
I'm the Batman, and I approve this message.
I really people hope they watch this video. I like to get with you guys and tell you some things here and there, but I really wanted to do that mission statement because I think people don't understand the channel. And when you hear speculation, they immediately associate it with negativity, and that is not my goal. Chloe wants Spock. Thanks, Steve. I think it's the other way around. 3 Jokers, 1 in 25. I better buy for CGC signing over 1 in 100. Well, I'm not saying investing in those books, but the answer to that is the giant ratio, which would be the 1 in 100. If you're looking at, look, first of all, it's a massive print. Okay. It's a massive print, but the ratio will help you with that. But the 1 in 100 is the one you're going to want to get signed. I mean, it's the rarest, right? Star Wars first appearance of BB-84398. It's a janitor. Oh my God, that gives me a boner. Telcar, yes, Lisa. Virus is Jim Carrey. I think Kate's is going to be bigger, or Codex has been. Oh, yeah. Well, that's the thing. Codex is someone new. Virus is someone old. We've already seen. He's just appearing as, like, it's cool that Anne Wang is Agent Venom, and that's a big spoiler in another universe, and it's a key, but it's not like it was the first appearance of her. Codex is 110 Ultimates versus Dylan Codex. Dylan eats Codexes. Say that 3 times. Okay, so this is interesting. RJ, Hello Risen 3 has like 35,000 copies. That's correct. Ordered, and like 11,000 for second print. Good book to invest in. I still think first print's always the best. Okay, and yes, the second print was lower, but you have to weigh these things. People ask me, what do you think is going to be bigger, Null or Punchline? That's a hard choice when they're both good characters. Of course, Null is so badass. I mean, he's a god. He's new. And Punchline's really cool and new to DC. But if we're going to talk print runs, Hello Risen 3's got about 35,000. And I think Venom 3 had double that. So it all depends. There's a lot of things that come together. Regardless, they're both books that will always grow in value, I think. How's it going, Barbarian? Thanks for the shameless plug, Billy. No problem. You guys have a code over there. It's in the description if you want to give them a try. What's the easiest way to find a print run numbers? Well, there's the Comic-Con thing, but it usually takes a while for the print runs to come up. It's not a super easy thing, and it takes a while once they do the final estimates. Kanto's cool, but long term, I don't know. I mean, I don't know, guys. I mean, it's not like Kanto's in the Marvel Universe, And if it's an animated thing that gets picked up, it'll be hot for a while, but it will dump. That's just how it is. But if you're interested in reading it, yeah. How about Ultimate Fallout Miles Morales? What do you mean? That book's hot, dude. Miles Morales is another future Spider-Man. He's doing really well. That book will always go up in value. It's just super hyped right now. And it might be the wrong time to buy. I just don't know about that book. I like playing golf at night. It's fun. Jim Lee hasn't become a puppet. Well, I'm Thunder God. I love you, but I watched the DC Phantom event. Dude, he did not say comic book once. I don't know, man. But the thing is, here's the thing with Jim Lee. He's majorly invested in DC Comics, so he's a big owner of it. So I don't know if they could get rid of him if they wanted to. Top of the morning to ya. Jim Lee basically talked about the future of DC Comics, and it's pretty evident if you watch the fandom where they're going. It's all TV, streaming, digital, different countries, younger people. They're trying to introduce new things. That's why they're coming up with all these other new characters and all this stuff. They're going that way. And with all the layoffs with DC and cutting back on the print runs of certain books that don't work, I mean, it's pretty obvious they're focusing their attention to streaming and stuff like that, which is fine. That's the world we live in now. And it's a smart move. Let's just hope they keep the books for us who like books. Of course, I love movies too. I love it all. What about the new characters on the cover of Venom 28 that was released on the day of FOC? Thank you for the $5. You mean the ones that were in Venom 27 that I told you about? I mean, if they might be able, they might go with another. I don't know what you're asking exactly, but they might go with maybe a run of Avengers Zombified or something. I don't know, but I don't think it's a huge thing. It's not something that's going to be huge. I don't think. I gotta admit, I'm very guilty of this. Read Comics Explained the next day. Well, not read, but listen to. He is so knowledgeable, and his explanation of comics really help you. You could read the comic and then listen to him later and go, damn, I totally missed that. It's because his knowledge is so deep. That's what she said. Yeah, that's true. And he's the last one left as well, Thunder. This is a good one. Flip to Buyer Grails. Yes, I've seen the cover of Thor 6. I told everybody live multiple times. I guarantee the second printing will be of Thanos on the cover. Billy, do you watch Reggie Collects? He had a good show today about Nolan Wraith, some real fun spec about Origins, and he showed some leaked information images from Web Event. Okay. No, I don't watch Reggie Collects. I think he's more for newer people, like just getting into the hobby. The Web of Venom images and stuff have been out for probably 2 months now. I have nothing against the guy, but I don't watch him. And I don't watch much. We're two totally different channels, I think. But yeah, that's cool that he did something like that. Anyone reading Coffin Bound? It's awesome. No, I'm not. I read number 1 and I got really confused. It's made for, it's like Shakespeare or something. I think it'll be interesting, the first Omega Night. I don't know. We'll find out. Will DC ever show love to Soups with a good creative team? Have been disappointed in the Bendis run. So this is what I'm talking about. And when I was talking about Lethan Van Sciver, a lot of people don't like him. He's got some viewpoints that are not normal, but he makes a lot of sense. Sometimes the creative teams take a character where they're not supposed to go and they don't respect it. I haven't been reading a lot of this different things, but I expect that's probably what we're talking about. Yeah, I'm excited just to watch it. I'm going to watch it, stream it, just because I'm a Bill and Ted fan, but that book has no legs. I mean, I don't know what Thanos' Black Gauntlet is, all black. I mean, it would make sense that they're turning it into something. I don't know though. I mean, I would hope they don't destroy the sword. Maybe it's something else. Which of your comic-based YouTube shows have the most views, most watched? I don't watch many. I watch Comics Explained, so that would be the answer. I watch Ethan Van Sciver from here to there when I can catch him. And I'll stop into some of the smaller channels like Stannable Universe or some of the live shows just when I'm working because it's interesting to me. I just like hearing people talk about stuff. But I think that was your question. Yes. Do I think Robin King will be a long-term character? I sure as hell hope so. There's nothing better than a dark child Bruce Wayne killing people. It sounds horrible, but you could have a whole nother alternate universe and you could just go through the 80 years of Batman and totally turn it upside down. Anything that was supposed to happen happened the other way because it was evil. I love the thought of it. I'm a dark guy, so I like that. I hope so, man. No, I haven't heard about the damages on 3 Jokers, but I wouldn't doubt it. Marvel has been, or the printing is. Hulk Nuts is yelling at me. Say the question again, Hulk Nuts. A new version of Galactus, a new villain, hero. That Galactus has already been. You're talking about Antithesis. We talked about that in one of my preview shows. Who knows? I don't know how big it's going to be. Thor 6 is the truth. Men in Black trying to hush that. Thanks. Shine flaunting all this, his bling man. Dude, I'm telling you, dude. That book is that was Donnie. It's so crazy. That was Donnie Cates saying, okay, guys, you've been waiting to figure out what I've been trying to do with Venom and Thor and everything, Cosmic Ghost Rider, all that shit for like 3 years. Well, here it is. Here it is. The big reveal. First appearance, Hammer with Infinity Stone. First appearance with Glove. The end of Thor. All this shit. 2-page fold. Here it is. This is coming. And nothing. Mike, I love you, dude. You know what, Mike? I wish I could super chat you.
I'm the Batman, and I approve this message.
At least that's what I think. I don't know what you're talking about. Some things I just don't know. Superman 4, First Bloodsport. It's a weird print error right through the book. I'm not sure. Oh, man, these questions are frustrating to me. On one hand, I upset people. On the other hand, I won't. Do you think Amadeus Cho could be the next generation hero to blow up like Miles Twin? Come on. Well, first, let's talk about Miles, but Kamala. Miles is good to go. Spider-Gwen, she's got a shot. Kamala, dude, there's so much damn hype, dude. It is being pushed up my ass. And I don't want it. Okay? I don't. Amadeus Cho, I think he's kind of cool, but like, I don't see it, man. I think there can be only one, dude. Hulk is the Hulk, bro. That's all I gotta say. Except for She-Hulk. Now, again, a lot of this stuff things I'm saying may happen, may not. These are my opinions. I try to give you my best answers. At CGC, how much do CGC charge a witness signature? As far as I'm concerned, remember, they just follow you. They don't charge you anything. It's just the normal cost built into a signed witnessed book. I don't know. What's interesting, Kid Collector, is that it might look, first of all, look, I work with Comics Elite. Okay, you guys know I do. We work together and put stuff together. But if something cool comes out, I'm going to tell you. I got a code. The best thing I can say is this: go to their Facebook or comicselite.com, sign up for their newsletter. You'll get an email, you get a Facebook notification or something when it comes out. They usually warn you 24 hours in advance. I'll try to do the same on my channel. But dude, I am telling you right now, it is the dopest Dark Knight I've ever seen. It's incredible. It makes me feel like Marvel, but it's on DC. It's nuts, dude. My all-time favorite book, I have a real hard... That's tough. I have a lot. I really like Black Suit Spider-Man stuff a lot. Like, just a lot. And I have really big books, but I don't know, man. That's really tough. You know, I gotta admit, like, I know this is crazy, but just that little story of Robin King, I fell in love like immediately. Like, it was so dark and twisted, and I was hoping for more. I have a video coming, you guys. The Venom 28 John Boy secret variant. The secret or the error? I need to figure out what that is. So I have an error copy. I got it. I pressed it. I sent it for day turnaround. I spent $150 on grading so it doesn't sit at CGC. I think it's a 9.6 after my press because it had some damage. But I'm hoping if I do the day turnaround, they won't look at it that much and they'll just give me a 9.8. I don't care. Regardless, that book needs to be slabbed whatever grade it is. When it gets back, I'll finish the video and I'll put it on and you'll see my video in regard to that. Step Bull for vice president? No, he's like a stepchild. Steppy. No, I didn't speculate on the EVS Executive Honeycomb box, but I think it's pretty damn cool. I believe it's sold out. But I did get, like I said, I did get something on eBay because he was talking about his eBay. And it's like, I'll unbox it and we'll talk about it another time. I wanted to get something to contribute some way. Punchline will be on TV and film way before. No, Sony owns no. Not saying it won't happen, but it's all tall order of time. How does Sony own Null? They own Venom, right? But Null isn't Venom. I don't know. You might be right, though. I don't know. Eternals 18. That sounds like a high numbered run. I would say wait till the movie comes out. Shit hasn't even come out yet. For anyone that's leaving, we've been on a long time, and I'll probably, and I think I'm getting close to the end of the comments. I'm really hoping. So anyone that's leaving, thanks for watching. I hope you watch the whole thing. How many Thor 6s have I sold so far? Guess what? None. I put a couple with some Venom 27s that I had, just some extras that I bought in one of my auctions, trying to hook people up like $30 for a Venom 27. And no. I'm sorry, Thor 6, my bad. I thought you were talking about, okay, so I sold a couple with the Venom 27s just to, people couldn't get them. So I put a little lot to make some money, and it was $30 for a Venom 27 Ryan Brown and the Thor 6. That's a great deal. Okay. But I have the Kyle Hots being shipped to me right now. And dude, I'm telling you right now, I'm going to get them almost all slabbed. I might sell a couple that don't make my cut, but still nice. That book is so fire. I don't know. I think Venom. No, I don't. I don't know. You know what? Here's the interesting thing. Everyone keeps asking me, is it Thanos or the son of Thanos? I don't care. That doesn't mean shit to me. And that's the truth. What means shit to me is this. The hammer with the Infinity Stones in it. That's a key. That's the first time it ever happened. And the glove that no one knows what the hell it is. That's a key. That's a big deal. Whoever wields it, I could care less, to be honest with you. It's cool that it's Thanos or his son or whatever, but There's not going to be Kamala Khan or Miles on the big screen. There is Miles on the big screen, man. The second one's coming out soon. It's animated. I'm not sure what you're talking about. When flipping books on specs, should you wait till the shows and movies come out or when it's announced? When do you think the market is strongest? It depends on the book. But I would say wait a couple days after the news and move it. If that's your intention, a couple days after it's known that it's happening, that's when it's the hottest. Now, if it's something like something huge, like is long-term, just hold it. But if you're trying to make quick money fast, follow the information. Follow the news, wait. Like, Key Collector blasts it, and then a week later, Tom does his video based on what Key Collector said. That's when is his hottest peak. That's when it's hit Nick's app, and then it's hit Tom's audience. At that point is when you dump it, I think, if you got it for cover. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. But it also depends on the book. The death metal variant will be Ryan Brown. Comics Elite. Here's an example of Ryan Brown. I can't wait till you guys see it, dude. I can't wait. I called him, dude. I called Ryan Brown and said, dude, I love you. I just saw it, and man, I love it. Reggie collects nice guy, but he also put up a video saying Legends #1 isn't the first Ramen King because Snyder misspoke or lied again. Metal 2, Teen Titans 12. Dude, that is someone that I'm just saying it. Speaking to, I doubt he watches, but all Reggie is doing is taking information from quotes from other people. Okay, he's not investigating. There's no doubt in my mind. The goddamn book in the preview says first, the origin of the Ramen King. In the book, he says, I'm the Ramen King. He's in the panel 6 times. Dude, I don't care if that kid turns into an alternate version of himself and saying he's the Ramen King or whatever. Doesn't matter. Legends is the first full appearance and origin of the Ramen King. Oh! That's why you have to watch me. I have a couple different issues. One's of Bill and Ted books and got them in a mystery box of Hip Hop Comic. Oh, cool. Yeah, part of it was shot in Phoenix. Is there a difference between Silver Surfer and Silver Surfer Black? Yes. Silver Surfer Black has some of the symbiote on him or whatever, right? He was a herald of Null, basically, for a brief second, something like that. Oh, we all notice Galactus is dead, but we also notice you can't kill off Galactus. Yeah, he's just going to come back. Cho sucks. Biggest blight in Hulk literature. I don't trust Kamala to tell you the truth. It's all hype, guys. It's hype. Pay attention. It's just hype helps, but at the same time, it's not real truth. It's hype. This whole Momoko thing, the same thing, dude. Like, okay, Momoko did a cover. Cool. Does that make it a key? No, it does not make it a key. It doesn't. Every time how many Momoko variants have you seen in the last 3 months? Every single store on the planet Earth got a Momoko variant because she was hot, because she was being hyped. It's absolute ridiculous. I'll take Ryan Brown. Dude, I'll take Nathan Zerdy. I'll take 1,000 other artists over Momoko. But they're only talking about Momoko. That's how it works. The power of hype. God damn it. Pissed again. You got me all pissed. Yeah, I know Kamala's on the new video game, and that's why the spec's been going on her, but, you know, whatever. But that's another point I'm making. The steps they're taking to go to the new audience, that's what they're doing. Is I don't care if they're creating new comics, new characters, okay? That's fine. And they try to use those new characters to appeal to a younger audience. That's fine. But don't take my gosh darn Wolverine or Captain America and turn them into something they're not. Something that's been around for a long time, and there's a reason they survived because of who they are. You don't change them based on society. You can add something new based on the young society, but don't change the old. Oh, here we go again. Here we go. I'm going to freak out. All right. Got it. Really enjoy your insight. Love to listen on our knowledge. Take care. Thank you. And I really want to tell you guys, look, I've said this a million times. I'm you guys. I'm the guy that got burned and is sick of the bullshit and have enough balls to tell you how it is and to give up basically my entire life to do this. So, if whatever, I don't know what else to say. Except I approve my own message. Batman 4 or 6 in your opinion is first full appearance of the Owls? I don't know. I'd have to really look at it. Bill, it's the second page grading of the Venom 27 error, so the first cover won't matter. I don't know how much I believe that. They always say that, but I don't know. So the first cover won't matter. Thank you for the $5. I'm looking at clam presses like you suggested, 15 by 15 press too big. No, I don't think so. But someone else suggested another press to me that's even crazier and it's scarier. But I think the clam press is the best because you have more room. Well, for now, between the two we're talking about, the one that swivels and the one that opens like a clam. The clam's better because you have more room to situate everything. Mine are just like newbie ones, and I don't want to damage my book. Yeah, I know they own Spider-Man and Venom characters and all. Oh, I didn't know they own everything. I think they own just Spider-Man and Venom. Since Noel was introduced after all that, I don't know if that counts. I don't know. And Ryan's seconding your comments. So yeah, there you go. Now, what's interesting is that the first cameo appearance of Noel was in Thor. So maybe Thor owns Null. Lisa's out in the middle of nowhere. No, please, slow down the comments. Thought the glove was a necromancer gauntlet. Maybe not. Now, Chin Potter, my friend, you know Chin, he said he thinks it's a glove that has some sort of magic ability. You're saying necromancer because he's commanding the army of the dead behind him? Maybe, but Chin said that maybe the stone is some like stone of death or like magic of some sort where it allows him to pick up the hammer. But I don't know. I thought it was a good theory. I like short boxes. I like the stackable short boxes because there's a lot more room you can make. And, you know, they're not as heavy. I have no idea when you can pre-order the Ryan Brown variant, but wait till you see it. It's amazing. Why would you call him without me? Call who? Who's betting Cat Guy will do a late notice video on Deathmatch? Look, the only reason, in my commercial, I put in who's the cat guy. Look, when I first started watching YouTube, really, when I first started my channel, I had no idea about all you guys, all the different channels. I didn't. I was busy in my own world doing things. And I did see Cat Guy. I just call him Cat Guy because I will see like cats walk by, and that's like a huge pet peeve. If you're a cat owner or not, I get it, but cat dander and hair on comic books makes me freak the hell out. Another pet peeve of mine is people that smoke next to their comics. Like, I absolutely want to go crazy. Whether you do that or not, that's fine. But it damages comics, and that pisses me off. It's getting harder to flip a mocha now. The hype is dying down. I honestly believe Miss Dawn is next up. If you're talking about Dawn Mateg, then, dude, she's fire. That's all I got to say. I take The Godfather over all other artists. I think that's, yeah, Todd McFarlane is his own unique. He was, to me, 80s and 90s comics. Like, he beat the Liefeld of Silvestri, Jim Lee, you name it. His art was the best and still is. That's what drew me in quite a bit to comics at that time period. His art and the black suit and all that when he was on there. But a lot of people are asking the same questions. But, dude, I'm telling you, there's some major talent out there, guys. And I've been interviewing a lot of them. And, dude, their shit's fire. Like, destroys everybody's shit, period. But all of us have love in my heart for Todd. Yeah, Silver Surfer Black is part. He's got the black symbiote. Who is Virus? We don't know yet. No time for good stories. We're really going through. We'll do that another time. Let me try to get. Okay, they need the diversity in books, TV, film, artists, etc. Can't have a world government without it. I don't have a major problem with diversity in comics. I have a major problem when they screw with my current comics. Bring out new ones. Don't mess with my shit. Thor becomes unworthy because he might go bad. He killed everyone behind Thanos. Thanos actually becomes the anti-hero. Maybe. How do I think about a Catwoman smoking while you're reading your comics? Damn it, you got me, dude. You got me, dude. I all for that. Yeah, unfortunately, invite to raid. That shit happens. Some LCSs play the game. You got to find the right LCS, okay? I personally pretty sure I got it on my pull list, but I don't know for sure. Let's see. $5 super chat. Thank you. Don't buy t-shirts from Comic Times to fund his new security system. Next, he'll ask you to buy boxer shorts to pay his rent. I don't know what's going on over there, so I can't really say anything. I don't watch. Look, I don't watch Comic Tom not because I don't like him, that type of thing. It's because I don't need to. I don't need to know about books after they've been hot for a week. My job is to find out first and tell you so you can get them for $3. So there's no reason for me to watch something that I know that doesn't interest me because I already know. You could buy whatever you want, but I would say the best bet is to watch my top picks video, which came out Monday. So just look for my top picks. They're books that I'm interested in. Honestly, it's the end of the month. Usually at the end of the month, there aren't a lot of big books coming out, Try to get the McFarlane Venom cover and maybe try to pick up a copy. You'll be easy to get a Batman 3 Jokers book. That might be an interesting read. Besides that, I don't think anything major is happening. Usually at the end of the month, all the extra crap comes out. Tom's shop is on a video getting broken into. Someone in the community needs help. Why not help? Oh, okay. Well, I hope that's where it's going. The money's going. You know, if someone's broken into the shop, I mean, they steal a bunch of books, or what they do? They like break the window, or did the whole place burn down? What happened? I mean, I guess it just depends. If it's just getting a door fixed or replacing books, I don't know. I'm sure that the store probably had insurance, right? I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. Well, unfortunately, I kicked myself about that video where I said I'll be giving away the Giant Size X-Men #1 and the Hulk. But my word's my bond. That was 100,000 subs, though, so I have a long time. Okay, this is really pissing me off. Next issue of Thor 7, LCS has Black Winter and Null. Something going in that direction, too. So I saw that exclusive cover where they just put Null on the cover of Thor, and I'm like, okay, that's ridiculous. Whether it happens or not, you know, I think that's abusive. You just proved it. I'll have Biggie blow smoke all over your books. I don't get this. Is the New World Order like something against me? I always see that when I'm in chats. NWO, and I've seen you around, Air Spider. I know who you are. Oh, they didn't steal anything? I don't know then what's going on. Yes, dude. Okay, that was the end of the questions. I did what I could. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. We're going to leave it at that. Tomorrow is my comic book haul video at noon my time or 3 Eastern. It'll be picking up all the books and whatnot, and I'll show you what I bought and stuff like that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little time off. It's rough. I'll be doing another video about explaining FOC to you guys and what that means and what you hear and what's true and what's not and all that shit. Besides that, I'm going to let you go. Okay, I hope this was a video that enlightened you or answered some of your questions or whatever. I thank you all for joining. If you're new, hit that sub button. If not, stay sick, hit that like button, comment, whatever you want. But I'm out. That was too long for the siaknya. All right, thanks, guys, and stay siak.